In this video, I'm going in depth into the different kind of connections that we may encounter on Earth. So karmic, soulmate, false twin flame, and twin flame relationship. We move through all of these kind of relationships to realize in the end that we only want our twin flame. Because the twin flame journey, in the end, it's about understanding who we are at the core. It's our way back to God. So before we go into depth, I am a twin flame coach, and I'm here to fast track your twin flame journey by sharing all of the lessons and downloads that will allow you to proceed very quickly, because the faster you understand the things on your twin flame journey, the faster you proceed to the next level. So don't waste your time, like and subscribe to this channel, because this journey it's all about lessons and healing. If you do it together, if you combine your lessons with your healing, you will move very quickly. Anyway, okay. Please stay with me. Don't distract yourself. Stay until the end, because this is really interesting stuff. Okay. So first of all, let's start with a karmic relationship. So this is you. Okay. Like that's you. Like you have to think about it like a sphere, an infinite sphere. That's who you are. Your soul. It's an infinite concentration of gifts, skills, who you are. You are infinite. You are an infinite soul. So see this as infinite collection of points, aspect, characteristics of who you are. Oh, a soul, another foundational truth. A soul is created by God in love. So it's only love. So your soul is only composed by love. That's what you are. How do you find your soul within you? It's your heart. So your heart is your soul. It's the full expression of your heart. Your mind, what we experience here when we come on Earth, is our ego. It's an artificial construct that we have when we incarnate here. Therefore, it's not real. Like when you die, you are only this beautiful. Let me do something here. This beautiful white light bulb of love and happiness. That's what you are. You are a light of love, happiness, joy, and love. When we come here, we bring out an aspect, and we in order to contain that aspect, we have to create an ego around it. Otherwise, it will be impossible to be contained into this physical reality. So what happens is that your ego, we can call it like construct that tries to confine your soul into this reality. And these are like beliefs like what they tell you you are, the beliefs that you build, that you create when you're incarnated. So a karmic relationship is only based on the ego. A karmic relationship is at this level. It doesn't even touch your heart. Meaning that when you are in a karmic relationship, you have manifested that because you were asking for specific things. You were asking for, oh, it needs to be hot, good looking, it needs to be tall, it needs to be rich, it needs to have a car, it needs to have like these things that are not soul related, that are nothing to do with the heart. They are what the ego wants, what our mind wants. These are external characteristics that the ego cares about. This doesn't even touch your heart. What does it mean? When you are in this karmic relationship, at the core there is no love. Like you know that like your heart is not even touched, and their heart is not even touched. It's only based on these characteristics. So beauty, status, all of that. What does it mean? It's a relationship that is a perfect match to your wounds. So these kind of relationships are only based on attachment. So wounds normally will create attachment, like codependency, like trying to get everything from that person, right? And it will be normally very painful, because at the core there is nothing. So the reason why karmic relationships are experienced in a painful way, it's because they trigger our deepest wounds, our deepest fear, our deepest thing. It's basically there are wounds that are trying to get things outside of ourselves, with feeling with these things. So for example, I feel like I'm not attractive enough, and I need somebody attractive so that people will see me as attractive, or I feel like whatever. And there is no heart connection whatsoever. There is literally no love. There is literally almost no empathy from the other person towards us. And the only reason why you are together with a karmic is because you want something from them and they want something from you, which is why it's based on ego attributes. It's based on the car, the money, the beauty that you have. The moment that you remove these things, the moment that you lose your money, the moment that you lose your car, the moment that you lose your beauty, there is no relationship anymore, which is why you get all of these breakups and divorces that are based only on these things. And why do they bring lessons? Because at the end, the lessons of a karmic relationship is that you were asking for a list of characteristics that were very superficial, that in the end did not even touch the heart. These karmic relationships, the attraction is based on these things, meaning that you remove those things and there is zero attraction anymore. The moment that you find who they really are, because if you are in a relationship with a karmic person, you eventually will go deeper, right? Like you will talk, get to know the person. And the more you go deeper, the more you understand how there is literally no resonance at the soul level. There is literally no depth to the relationship, and then there is no real love. And that's why in the end you break up, because like you were only based on external things, and when you go deeper, you will see that there is nothing, and they're not your person, and there is literally nothing to keep you together. Therefore, the moment that you learn the lesson, that's when the relationship ends. When you learn and understand, wait, there is no love here, like there is nothing. So now let's go to the second type of relationship, which is a higher level of relationship. So again, this is you. This is your beautiful soul, which is made of love. Okay, a soulmate is a bit different than a karmic, because it is a relationship that is based on one or more aspects that deeply resonate with you at the heart level. So, a soulmate relationship will be done in this way. Maybe you have one or two aspects, and then there's them. Okay, this is soulmate. This is you, and this is soulmate. They're also, by the way, a soul, so they deserve to be, white and whatever. So, very important. We have infinite soulmates, because we're infinite. We are all connected, right? And for every soul, you're connected to other souls, because we are all one. And therefore, you have infinite soulmates. So you have this soulmate 1, then you have maybe this one you resonate a bit less, soulmate 2, this one you resonate just on one aspect, soulmate 3, and so on, okay? These are all soulmates that are attached to us because there is a deep resonance on something that for you is very important. You are connected by these aspects on which you both deeply resonate at the heart level. Therefore, when we meet a soulmate, we meet it in a moment in which that thing for us is super important. Only the thing, like all the rest, like you're focusing only on these things about yourself in that moment, and they are also focusing when you meet, oh wow, like this is so important. And because God is made of love, and because everything is made of love, and the resonance is literally love, when you meet somebody for which you deeply resonate on something that is so important for you, you will feel love for them. And soulmates are family members and friends as well. By the way, also karmic. Karmic are anyone in the world can be a karmic. A soulmate is simply somebody under which you have a deep resonance at a soul level on one or two aspects. For example, let's say that you have the same intellectual depth as them. Therefore, talking to them is super nice. And maybe you connect on that level. And maybe they also love the same movies that you love. So that resonance that you feel is this connection that connects you to them. However, what happens is that all the rest is not matched. So you are infinite. And you have a soulmate that resonates on this aspect, you have a soulmate that resonates on this aspect, you have infinite soulmates. There is a deep resonance at a core level, which is why you feel that love, because it's so important for you. But what happens is that you are infinite, and therefore, in order to be with them, with a soulmate, you need only to stick to those things. You can only express, basically, this thing with them. You can only talk about, in the end, that. You can only watch that kind of movie. You can only do this. You can only do that. For the rest, there is no resonance. Therefore, when you go into those areas, you feel like, this doesn't fully satisfy me. You see, each one of them has a different aspect of you for which you deeply resonate. But what about all the rest? Like this soulmate, maybe it's like a good soulmate because you have a lot of things together in common. But what about the rest? Like it leaves out all the rest. And so you, in the end, to be with a soulmate, you only express these aspects, and all the rest is overlooked. Many soulmate relationships, they have the same vision about family and kids, but not about life purpose, and therefore they build their life around their family, completely disregarding, for example, the life purpose, because they don't have a life purpose together. There can be any possible combinations, and the soulmate that you will have will be according to what you needed in that time, in this space, because you needed it. But at the core, it's not your person, because you're only connected on these aspects, and the love that you feel, it's only related to this aspect. Outside of that, they cannot express their full self with you, and you cannot express your full self with them. Also, there is something else. Every soul has a growth rate according to your soul journey, according to who you are. And your soul growth and soul journey, only your soul has it. Soulmates have different growth rates. By the way, I did a video about soulmate and twin flame. I will link it at the end of this video. Please watch it if you're interested about understanding how the soulmates play a role into your twin flame journey and your life purpose journey. I will link it, absolutely watch it. But yeah, you understand what I mean? So what's the next kind of relationship? The next kind of relationship is a false twin flame. Again, this is you. And this, when I had this realization, I was like, whoa, like I cannot believe it. So a false twin flame is the highest level of relationships after these two that I just showed you, for this reason. This is a false twin flame. You are connected through some things you resonate with that are important for both of you, like a soulmate. So they have a soulmate kind of relationship. And hear me out, and here's the thing that blew my mind when I had this download. At a karmic level, you resonate on karmic aspects and soulmate aspects. They are a combination between a karmic relationship and a soulmate relationship. You have a deep resonance as a soulmate on some heart spaces, and so that's why they trigger the feeling that you think they're your twin flame. That's why you think they're a false twin flame, because they are a perfect match on the outside of what you're looking for. So they have external characteristics that you're looking for, like a karmic, that trigger all of your wounds. They trigger all of your wounds. Perfect, like the karmic. And they have a resonance with some aspects that for you are important in that moment. And when you meet them, you will feel not only to say, oh wow, that the person was looking for based on external characteristics, so like the karmic relationship, but you will feel a love connection like a soulmate, because you have some aspects on which you resonate. Again, like a soulmate. The same rules as before. So again, a false twin flame, it's not a person to be with, also because it's not meant to be. They're with for the twin flame and you are for your twin flame. But when I understood this, I understood why a false twin flame is able to trigger every person if they are in a soulmate relationship or karmic relationship. It doesn't matter, because it is a kind of connection that tops all of the other ones. So if you're in a karmic relationship, you meet a false twin flame, they can get you off your karmic relationship. If you are in a soulmate relationship, you meet a false twin flame, they will get you off your soulmate. They will show the truth about the relationship you were with, because it was a lower grade. It was a lower level of what your soul wanted. It's that simple. So a false twin flame will have karmic aspects. Like on paper, it will be what you're looking for. Oh, the look I was looking for, the grade that they have, the money, whatever the thing that is important for you on a karmic level, of a ego level, and some aspects that will resonate at a deep level. For example, maybe they have the same interest in spirituality that your previous person didn't have. So they will show contrast with respect to your previous person you were with, and will bring you to, basically will show you, that's the purpose of a false twin flame, will show you that the previous relationship that you were had nothing. Because they will bring aspects from a karmic perspective that the other karmic didn't have, and they will bring aspects from a soul perspective that the other soulmate didn't have, right? And so they will raise your consciousness and your awareness about, oh, there's something better for me. Wow. But don't get yourself be fooled by a false twin flame, because they are exactly like the other ones. The purpose of a false twin flame is that of bringing you closer to your twin flame. It's an acceleration, because they will bring so many things to heal that when you will meet your true twin flame, you will be ready. And you will have cleared a lot of shit with another person, so that you don't have to ruin, or not ruin, but so that you, like, it's, let's say, a necessary pain to bring over your twin flame union, because your twin flame union is sacred. So basically, universe is saying you can fuck up the other relationships, also your false twin flame, because it's unreal, so that you will not fuck up your twin flame. Not fuck up, but what I mean is, like, it will be easier with your twin flame, and there will not be all of those upsets that you have cleared before. So the false twin flame is a way to clear out upset in advance, so that you don't overload your twin flame union with all of that crap that you can clear on your own. Because you want your twin flame union to be as smooth as possible and as peaceful as possible. Therefore, the more work you do in advance, the better it is. This is how it was for me. Anyway, so now we get to the juicy point. You got until here, and if you got until here, please leave a comment. I want to know that you are such a spiritual nerd, that you're so interested about this stuff. So please leave a comment. I want to know about you, I want to know who you are, and that I want to see that you are motivated to be with your twin flame. Because if you're such a spiritual nerd, and I am, it's because you really are motivated to be with your twin flame, and that's all you need. If you have such passion, such motivation, such persistence to watch this kind of movie up until this kind of video up until then, it means that you have everything that you need to be with your twin flame, because you are restless and you are hungry for spiritual information, and you're hungry to know everything you can to be with your twin flame. That's all you need, really. So congratulations for arriving here. Please leave a comment. I want to know about you. And just, yeah, I want to know, okay? So the last relationship we go into is, this is you, again. This is you. And this is your twin flame. There it is. Lesson finished. You're one. You're the same soul. You are literally the same soul. There is no external point. Like, I didn't draw a point outside of it. I didn't draw a circle outside of it. It's the same soul. Every single thing that you are, every single thing that is important for you, every single thing that you love, every single way you want to be loved, they are it. There is nothing that they cannot give you. There is nothing that you cannot give them. There is nothing that they are that you do not desire. They are literally your perfect counterpart that was created to mirror you perfectly in everything. They don't have just some things that are okay or resonate with. They may be not looking on the paper like the person that you desire. Like a karmic relationship will have things on the paper, but there is nothing inside. A twin flame may be the opposite. So it may be that on the paper, they don't have the things that you're looking for, but they are everything that your heart desires. Like, the love that you have for your twin flame that they have for you has literally no comparison to any other relationship I just explained. I'm not kidding. It's like comparing a drop of water with the ocean. Like it's just there's no comparison. Like, this is it. This is what you're looking for. This is what everybody's looking for in truth. And settling for anything that less that you still, even a false twin flame, it's a waste of time. And it's not honoring what your heart really true wants. This is all. Like, you resonate at a deep level. Every single thing that is so important for you, every single thing that you desire is them, and every single thing that they desire is you. It doesn't matter what it looks like on the outside. It doesn't matter if they are not your same culture, your same country, your same continent, if they're younger than you, like in my case. If you have an age gap, if you have... It doesn't matter. None of the stuff matters, because everything that matters is the heart. And with your twin flame, you can only relate on the heart space. When you relate on the ego space, you fight, you create upsets, because the way you relate with the other relationships is the opposite on how you relate with your twin flame. With your twin flame, you can only relate on the heart space. When you are in your heart, when you are in complete honesty, vulnerability, safety, that's when you connect. When you are in your head, when you are in your ego, in the upset, you basically clash, and it works in the opposite way of how a normal relationship works, because it's only based on the heart space. The other relationships are based on external things, right? But a twin flame relationship can only work when you go into the heart and when you are in the heart space with them. Any other relationship is based on manipulation and the ego, wanting to get the other one to change their mind, to whatever. With a twin flame, you cannot stay in the ego perspective. You will not go anywhere. You have to drop into the heart space. That's when you go deep with your twin flame. So this is it. This is the whole reason why any relationship with somebody that is not a twin flame, it's a waste of time. And this is the reason why nobody except for your twin flame is perfect for you, and nobody except for you is perfect for your twin flame. This is the reason why everybody is not satisfied in the relationship, and this is the reason why we have divorce in the roles, because they're not with the twin flame. That's the whole thing. Because if you were with the twin flame, if everybody was with the twin flame, they would be perfectly satisfied with the person that can satisfy you in everything. That's the truth. I think I said everything that I want to say about this, and if you're interested in this topic, of course, subscribe to the channel, because I post content like this every single week, and I have big plans for the future. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you in all of my next videos, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.